We have a great group of people here, and we welcome people to come join us. This morning, we start out with testimonials, and then we'll go into our featured speaker, Jeannie Asante. So, Kim, can you please let us know how awesome you are with working with the members?
Well, I had a one-to-one call with Alyssa Randall yesterday, and sorry she's not here today. And it was great because I got to get to know her a little more, and I was telling her about some challenges I was having, and she was more than willing to say, "How can I help you?" So it was really nice to learn about her, and get, and just get to know each other a little, and that's what this is all about. So continuing to do that with everybody. If we haven't had a one-on-one, I would love to chat with you and see how we can help each other. So yeah, she's great. And it was interesting to hear her story and how she started. So
great. Thanks, Kim. Jeannie.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our brand new member. Excited to have you aboard. Kim, I love the idea that what you have going on with the business cards, and it took me a minute to think about it, but I do want to get together with that and do that. So thank you so much for having the dance card with me and showing me what you do. Mohammed, thank you so much for learning more about the healthcare, and so that you can be an advocate for me. I totally appreciate that. 100% that you were there and you wanted to learn more and that you wanted to figure out what I was doing and not just think about what I was doing. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate everyone on this group.
Thank you, Jeannie. Scott.
Kim sent me this delightful cookie, which I am absolutely scared you know what to eat, because I've been trying to eat, natural foods. Somewhere I think that this will be a lunch with a smear of peanut butter and then a 20-minute run.
A smear of peanut butter. I can just visualize that, Scott. How big your
You
smears are.
don't understand. I eat peanut butter with cereal. Peanut butter is like a basic staple.
All right. That's good to know. So you learn something new every day about somebody. Mine, I actually had a great Zoom call with Alyssa also, and she does have a pretty amazing story. And, on the surface, you don't really know much about people when you're in one of these until you have that face-to-face. And she definitely is a very intriguing person to get to know. So, all righty. Sean, Jeannie would love to share her screen. She's going to do her presentation. And Jeannie, when you are ready and you have access, the floor is yours.
Okay, so before I do the access, let me just say that my name is Jeannie Asante, and I'm excited. I'm excited because I am a mom of 3 amazing men. I have 3 amazing grandchildren. I'm so excited and thrilled that I can be an entrepreneur to enjoy that life. And I'm thrilled and honored to be here with every single person so that we can enjoy this life together. Now, I am talking today about healthcare sharing. And why am I going to talk about healthcare sharing? Well, healthcare sharing is an opportunity that most people don't know that's available. And I want you to understand that not only is it available, but it's good for something to be able to share, not just yourself and your family, with everyone around you. I found out a piece of information this morning that I think is so crazy and is so interesting that I want to share it with you this morning. And then I'm going to play a very short video about a family that decided that healthcare sharing was an option for them and why. And it kind of gives you all the information. Sometimes hearing it from somebody else's lips just makes a little more sense than hearing it from the person standing in front of you. So I want to be able to share that with you. But before we do that, there is a huge thing going on with healthcare right now that all companies across the board are raising their rates anywhere between 20 and 45%. You didn't hear me? Let me say it again. They are raising their rates across the board anywhere between 20 and 45%. They are not just raising their rates, ladies and gentlemen, they're also raising their deductible by 45 to 65%. So I'm not saying that it's right, wrong, or indifferent. Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you're the type of person that does not use your health care 24/7, why are you paying for it like you're using it 24/7? Why not get the personalized fact of what is it that you actually need, not what everyone in the rest of the world needs, right? So with that being said, I am going to share my screen. I am going to allow this amazing couple that I just got to know and love, who decided to not just join healthcare, but they did their research. They looked so deep into it that they taught me things, which I thought was pretty interesting, right? Because usually you think you know everything about your business, and then you come along and somebody tells you something and you're like this. Oh, it's pretty interesting. So this couple is an amazing couple with a family who I'll let them tell the rest of their story, but they were just phenomenal, and they are just the most amazing couple. And they are not just because they are my customers, but because they did the research to make the right decision for their family. And that's all that we ever can ask for, is to make the right decisions for your family. So here we go. You hear it?
You can't hear the sound. You may have to share with sound.
Okay, let me do the share. Yeah, let me do the share. Sorry, guys. Share sound. Here we go. And we'll start it again. Here we go.
Hi, we're Brian and Jody Spitzer from Green Bay, Wisconsin. I have a Medicare background.
I have a dental hygiene background. We have 5 kids, 3 daughters, 2 sons, and we have 2 beautiful granddaughters. So I first heard about Impact just a couple years ago. Impact Health Sharing is it's a super alternative to the rising cost of health insurance. And I didn't really understand how it worked in comparison to health insurance. Before Impact Health Sharing, we just had traditional insurance, and we had high deductibles, and they took a lot of money out of his check every other week. And it just felt like we just always had big medical bills. But since we've had Impact Health Sharing, we pay a low monthly rate, and the deductible is much lower. It's a primary responsibility amount, and it's only $2,500 for a family. Once that deductible is met, or that responsibility amount is met, Impact pays 90%, so we're only responsible for 10%. The best part about it is every single bill that we do get is negotiated down, so the bills we do get are the lowest price possible. Our daughter just broke her ankle, and had we have had our traditional health insurance, the bill would have been like $2,200 with seeing this doctor. And because Impact negotiated the rate down, it was only $800. So we saved $1,400.
I was excited about being offered, we've always been offered just regular health care through my employer, and we were excited about the cost savings with Impact. We knew it'd be a little more affordable that way, and I love the open network. You can go see any doctor, go to any facility. So we like that. It opens it up on where you can go.
What's super great about it is it's a family responsibility amount. So you get, with 5 kids and ourselves, we get to that deductible a lot faster, obviously, than if it was just us. And usually insurance has individual deductibles and then family maxes. Impact also has a $5,000 out-of-pocket max. So once you meet your PRA and Impact starts paying and sharing in your medical bills, $5,000 out-of-pocket max is super. So other health sharings that we learned about or looked at, you have to pay your bills all up front, and then you have to wait for reimbursement. And that's not how Impact worked. When we go to the doctor, we just pay the copay, and then we give the doctor the card, and they bill Impact just as they would traditional health insurance.
I think one of the other parts we really liked is with most health sharing companies, you have to pay up front and then wait for reimbursement, which we've heard in the past people waiting literally 6 months to a year to reimburse or get some of that money back. I love that about Impact. You just show the card and it's filed electronically, so it's timely payment to the provider, which really truly is better for you as a member. It's better for them taking care of you. So I think it just works much smoother than regular health sharing.
I love that Impact Health Sharing is a love thy neighbor approach, where we're just literally sharing in each other's medical bills, and it's just a really feel-good company. You can be any religion, any race, any color, any creed, and it really just accepts everybody. One of the reasons that Impact Health Sharing saves people so much money is because it's truly designed for healthy to fairly healthy people, because it doesn't pay for pre-existing conditions that happened in the past 3 years, and you have to keep your body mass index under a certain amount as well. Otherwise, you have to pay more.
Which to me, I think is truly one of the best parts about it, because traditional healthcare, why are you paying higher premiums? You're paying higher premiums to offset the cost of people that do go in often or maybe do live a little, non-healthier lifestyle. So truly, if you are a healthier person, you're paying for that. And I think it's very refreshing for new people looking at health sharing and understanding it for the first time, coming from a regular health insurance, that I mean, we've had people paying well over $1,000 a month for a family, and in most cases, you literally can cut that in half for families that don't go in that often. And the truth is, I think that's most families.
So 5% of the population makes up more than 50% of all medical spend. So, I mean, what does that say? It's saying that people are just simply paying too much for a service that they rarely use. Most people don't even meet their deductible.
I think it's very common for working families to, in a lot of cases, not even really look at what they're paying monthly for healthcare, and in most cases, they're overpaying. So I think even for us, prior to seeing and understanding health sharing, like, to be honest, I've always been covered by an employer. So I knew what we were paying. However, the deductibles were high. We paid a lot out of pocket monthly to have it. We're super excited to have the opportunity to look at and understand health sharing. And I think a lot more people should look at it because it's a really nice, more cost-effective alternative, which still covers very well when you're going in or using it.
I believe health sharing is going to continue to grow and grow because it really gives you the freedom. You can go to any doctor, any hospital you would like. With insurance companies, they're really limiting people, and they want you to make sure that you're in network. This day and age, a lot of people are switching careers, which means they have to switch health insurance companies because that employer offers them something different. And with the HMOs and how you have to stay in network, people have to switch their doctors, and people don't like switching their doctors once they're comfortable with something. What's super about health sharing is you can go to any doctor, any provider you want.
Yeah, one of the best parts of Impact that we found we're kind of excited about is there's no enrollment period. We're typically, with an employer, you have to stay on it, and it's normally around November each year where you can make a change, where Impact, there's truly no enrollment period. So if you're watching this video today, you can sign up now. There's no enrollment period. You don't have to wait to the end of the year or stay on a coverage maybe you're not happy with through the end of the year. You can do it now.
Healthcare is a problem in America, and it comes up in conversation all the time. Just ask people, what are you doing for healthcare? It just comes up, and you can help a lot of people save a lot of money. And when you can help people put that kind of money back in their pocket, that just really feels great.
Amazing story. They are, I mean, it's just really, you can see that they did the research. Oops, sorry, guys. Give me a second. Let me shut that off.
You got 2 minutes for the rest of the presentation, Jeannie. Just let me
Thank
know.
you very much. And so I love the idea that they did the research. Even though I'm not delusioned that I'm not in sales, I don't like doing the sales part of work. I really don't. I don't like sitting there and saying to you, okay, are you going to buy this now? Or doesn't it make sense to you? But I like the idea that people are looking for this, and they're looking for a way out of the situation that they're in now, that they don't know that there is a way out. So guys, it's just a couple of things I want to just reiterate. 5% of the people are using 95% of the insurance. Are you part of that 5%? If not, then you want to take a look at this. There's an open network. If you're going to change your job or change where you live or whatever it is, you don't have to worry about changing your insurance because it's so affordable, you can keep it, and or just ask your employer if he's willing to go on. And I promise you, if he's paying a third what he paid before, he'd be very happy to help you with this particular insurance. The last thing that I want to mention really quick is that we are not in New Jersey, Rhode Island, or Washington State. The good thing is that we have 47 other states. Who do you know in those other states that would love to be able to save at least 50% on their insurance? So with that, I'm going to leave it open to any questions.
I certainly have questions. So when are you going to make New Jersey take it, Jeannie? Because I'm ready to sign
So if
up.
it was up to me, it would have been yesterday.
I know. My other
Yeah, they're
question
going
is
through,
just.
they're going,
No, go
I'm
ahead. Go
sorry,
ahead.
they're going through the process to get it done. So it is going to happen soon. It's just a matter of when the legislators and all that stuff let it happen.
Yeah, and
Okay,
you'll
so I
let
have a
us
question.
know.
Oh, yeah, for
Go ahead,
sure.
Andrea.
You next. Okay. So I live in New Jersey, but when it's time, how does it work? So I have to choose in November what my benefits will be in January. And if I don't choose by a certain date, I'm done. I have no options unless I have a life-changing event, and then it's like pulling teeth to prove it. When do we start the process with you?
So here's the deal. If you decided today to become a healthcare share participant, you will start on the 1st of the following month. There is no enrollment period. You can start or finish anytime. If I decided tomorrow that I don't want this health insurance any longer, and I decide I'm not going to do it anymore, I just stop paying. That's it. End of conversation.
Is this supported kind of like a sharing savings where the members are supporting this, the whole?
Well, that's what it is. You're sharing your healthcare benefits or your healthcare bills with the other people in the group. Here's something they didn't mention because I'm not sure if they know, and I'm gonna just throw in there. At the end of the year, because this is a nonprofit, and let me rephrase, let me say that again. This is a nonprofit. There is no
Right.
CEO, COO, or whatever it is
Right,
sitting
right,
on a yacht in the middle of Atlantic Ocean on the money that we put in there, right? But because this is a nonprofit, they also can't keep over a certain amount of money in their accounts. They could only keep a certain amount of money in there. So at the end of the year, they have to give back to all the people that are part of this healthcare sharing, whatever excess money there is. Now, I don't care if it's only $1. I've never gotten money back from my healthcare. So the fact that they're going to do that because it's part of the program, I'm in. I can't wait to get my check. 50 cents, $1, I don't care what it is. I'm excited.
Right. Okay.
Yes,
Scott,
Scott,
you're on mute, my friend.
you're muted.
Jeannie, a couple of questions. One, I'm diabetic. Does that exclude me?
It does not exclude you, but you will pay a higher rate.
Well, obviously. Okay. Second question. Can this be adapted as a part of a business benefit program? Because
Love that
I'm,
question, Scott. By the way, Andrea, thank you for your questions. Love that question, Scott. Amazing question. Absolutely. If
okay,
you as a business owner decide that you want to have healthcare sharing for your employees, I could absolutely without question,
and that's why
go into that
I
direction.
wanted, I sent you in the chat, I want to, have a conversation, because my wife, where we have our benefits now, she's going to retire next summer, and I'm looking to hire advisors if I can actually find one I like. So that's part of the program. Okay, let's set something up for next week. And now I have a really weird question, but this is me because I'm a financial guy. What kind of actuarial assumptions are they using? Because if they're not for profit, okay, it gives them more latitude. But my worry is, are they going to be too, lax? Because, for-profit insurance companies, they're only as good as their actuarial assumptions. So if you have any color on that, fine. If not, we can talk about it next week.
I don't know the actual formula that they use, but I am going to say this. Because you're saying that they need to be profitable to be viable, I don't think that someone sitting in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean on a yacht is considered viable to me.
Right.
So I understand what you're saying. I get it because this is the traditional way, but let's think non-traditional for a minute. Let's think
Okay.
where it's working for us and not for them so that we can benefit rather than somebody else benefiting.
Yeah,
from the
no,
fact
no,
that
I'm
we're
I'm just
healthy.
asking because,
Yeah.
I've seen too many insurance companies go under because their actuaries were completely off the mark.
Yeah, this particular company has been around for a very, very long time. I think it's 15 years plus. I don't think they're going anywhere for a very long time. As a matter of fact, I know they're not. They're gaining traction like crazy, especially
Okay.
what the insurance companies are doing right now. So
All
thank
right,
you so
let's
much
talk next
for bringing
week.
that up, Scott. No, that's great. I love that. I totally love that.
So,
Thank you. Anyone
Jeannie, I have a
else?
question. Pretender was okay. It was used in New Jersey. I go to my doctor, I've gone to for years, and the one person at the desk says, any changes in your healthcare? I'll say yes. Here's my new card. She or he looks at it and goes, Impact Health, what is this? I don't think we accept this, or we're not in network. What would be my response? Because I could see a lot of that kind of, what is this? We
Great
don't take
question.
this, blah, blah, blah. And most of them, if they don't take it, they bill you in full, then they'll submit it for you. And if you get reimbursed, fine. Real life scenario, how does that work?
Real life scenario. I can't even be better. That was a great question. Real life scenario. I just got COVID 2 weeks ago, right? Almost 3 weeks ago. I went to the doctor. And first of all, they assessed me over the phone. I only had to go to the doctor because to prescribe the medication, I had to have my blood pressure taken, and they had to make sure that I didn't have a really high fever because then I would have to be hospitalized. Otherwise, they could have gave me everything over the phone, right? So went there. The woman looked at me and says, I don't know what this is. Same exact thing. She looked at me. She goes, I don't know what that is. That's my healthcare. She goes, I never heard of it. Great. Here's the 800 number on the back. While I'm in there, and you're taking care of me and doing whatever it is I need to get done, because if not, then you're gonna send me a bill and I'm just gonna have to pay it, right? So either way, you're gonna get paid. Make the phone call. She made the phone call. Within 5 minutes, she was in the room before the doctor came in and said to me, we're all good with your healthcare. Thank you very much. Just pay your copay. So it's just a matter of them making a phone call and understanding that it's a live company, that it's not something that's, you know, a fly by night. It's something that's been around for a while. They have a whole section of people that are waiting to answer their questions and ready to put them on board. And when I say on board, they just have to have a code to send in so that they can get paid.
All right,
That's
so I have a
it.
question for you. You mentioned they negotiate. So picture Dr. Smith on this, and they call when I'm standing right there for the first time. How does the doctor's office know whatever negotiation is going to be? You know, I mean, it's almost like the unknown for the doctor's offices, and they hate that. So
So let
when you
me
mention
tell you, Drew, that
negotiate,
that's happening now in traditional. You just don't know it because you're not seeing it. Here, we're putting it out front and we're letting you know. No insurance company will pay what you pay your doctor cash up. If you go into
but they
the
usually
doctor's office and
negotiate
they
that ahead of
say,
time. But they usually negotiate
they
that ahead
don't.
of time.
no, they don't. They actually don't. They don't know what each insurance company is going to pay for what procedure until they submit the approval for that procedure. They never know. And I want to tell you that's a fact because I just went through a couple of procedures with my guy. He had neck surgery and all kinds of things done to his spine. And we found out how much they were paying. Believe it or not, after they approved the procedure, but the insurance companies did not tell the doctor how much he was going to get paid until after the procedure was done. So it's a
Drew,
very common practice. We just
So
don't know it.
backwards, yeah. The
Drew,
industry is
Maybe so. Maybe
industry is
so,
so
but here's the
backwards.
deal. So if we have Scott, who's a doctor, and we have Kim, who's also the doctor, same kind of doctor, and I choose Scott over Kim, and Kim says, I want $300 for this procedure, and Scott says, I want $1,000. Well, they're going to say to Scott, what warrants you to get paid $1,000 when Kim, right next door to you, is only charging $300? So what they're doing is they're evening the plane. Here's what else what they're doing. They're becoming very transparent. Insurance companies are not transparent. I'm not dinging anybody. I'm just giving out facts. They are
Right.
far from transparent. The only thing that's transparent is how much money they take out of your account every month.
Drew, let me tell you
Even that's
something.
not transparent.
My brother-in-law, before he sold his practice to a larger conglomerate, he
Yeah.
had 5 people just following up with the insurance company to see when they get paid and what they were going to get paid.
Yeah.
And
Right.
literally, like Jeannie said, took them months.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
How do you run
That's
a
right.
business?
Here, healthcare, you get your money right away. You get, the
Yeah.
doctor gets his money right away. You get told what's going on right away. You're in the loop, which is big. Most people are
Yeah.
not in the loop to what's going on with their healthcare. Let me
Yeah.
just say this one last thing, and then we're just gonna go off because I know my time is up.
Mhm.
Just because we are not able to insure you because you live in the 3 states, which is New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Washington. If
Mhm.
you're in one of those 3 states and you are on healthcare, let's say I'm on healthcare because I'm in New York, something happens to me because I'm visiting Drew. I fall down, I hurt myself, whatever, right? I can go to any doctor, any hospital in New Jersey, and they will pay.
Good.
So those states are not excluded for you to be able to get your healthcare insurance honored. They're just excluded if you live there, unfortunately, because of the government.
Well, then we all should claim residency in a different state. Like whoever's in New York, I'll go live with you, and I'm putting that as my.
That's fraud. I'm not going into that. That's a whole other story.
Good for you, Judy.
But I
Oh,
I
God,
just
New
want to let
Jersey.
you know that. Yeah, because that's not something I knew until the other day when somebody said to me that they were in this, in a place and they were, and their insurance was honored. So that was a
Yeah,
big
it's good
thing.
to know. Jeannie, that was awesome.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
everyone. I appreciate you allowing me to share with you what this is all about. And please keep me in mind when it comes to your businesses, your family, and whatnot that do not live in New Jersey.
Absolutely.
But as soon as New Jersey comes up, I'll be at the top of the hill screaming, "Woo!"
Yeah, let us
Please do.
know.
Yes, let us know.
Absolutely, 100%. One last thought. I was paying $1,100 a month. I'm now paying $370. Are you excited for me? I'm excited for
That's a
you.
huge difference. That's awesome.
Thank you, everyone.
All righty, now we'll go on to our
Oh, sorry.
individual members, and who's after Jeannie there? Sean. Oh, you got me. Oh my God. I gotta put a different picture. That's a way too much of a close-up. I'm Drew Durrani, as Chief Resilience Officer with Profit Compassion. I support men to overcome adversity. So I've been through my share of adversity with limited support and guidance. Men don't seek help. We say we're fine and often we're not. Men need support systems that are readily available. They need someone who has their back. I've created a men's support group called Men Supporting Men Collaboration Tribe. We are curating a community where men who have experienced, are experiencing, or may soon be experiencing crises can come to share and learn how to build trusting relationships. We now have a place where we can turn to each other in times of struggle. Profit Compassion, supporting you to overcome adversity. Next we have, yay, Rare Finds. George is here. I saw George's picture. I don't know if George, you here? All right, we'll move on to Andrea.
Good morning, everybody. Andrea Burrows. I am a part of a great team out of Madison, New Jersey with Guaranteed Rates. We are mortgage. We help people buy their homes. We help people finance their existing homes in order to take money out or lower their payments. And I'm looking to make some connections in the lower New York State area. In particular, I'd love to get over by the Warwick area. We are licensed in multiple states. Actually, Guaranteed Rate is coast to coast, but my particular manager is licensed in multiple states, and New York is one of them. So if you know any realtors up there who might be struggling or not really happy with the response they're getting from the lender, let me know. Andrea Burrows with Guaranteed Rate.
Thank you, Andrea. Mohammed. You're on mute, my friend.
Hey everyone, good morning. This is Mohammed Mewali, and I work with USI Insurance. We license in all states except the Dakotas. So what I offer to help you mitigate your risk and hopefully avoid it in case if it's unavoidable. I help you to transfer that exposure or that risk so you will not be reliable for it, or at least not all of it. So in case if you have any questions regarding the insurance, I give free policy reviews, and I'm more than happy to help everyone with their insurance service.
Thank you,
Next
Mohammed.
on, Dave.
Wait. Yep.
David Quick, Total Cover IT, your IT specialist for business. What we do is we totally cover your business computer systems like a blanket with monitoring, security, and protection, and on-demand support for both Mac and PC issues. So yes, we do it all. I'm looking for instructions this week to commercial real estate attorneys. The reason for that is that they are knowledgeable about office moves. So when we have a client that's referred to us that is involved in an office move, we can do the wiring work, the network set up all the computers, and we have project work for that, and also opportunity for ongoing work with that client. So that's a bit about us. David Quick, Total Cover IT, where our I is on your T.
Thank you, David. Oscar's not with us today, so Scott, you're up.
Morning, everyone. Scott Lask. I'm the founder and chief investment officer of the Wealth Management Group. We're a boutique firm. We focus on the two areas that Wall Street never talks to you about: your emotions and policy. If you don't believe policy has anything to do with it, take a look at the price of gas, take a look at some of your tech stocks, and take a look at interest rates. Actually, tomorrow and Thursday, we are doing a webinar to talk about the bear market. Show of hands, how many of you have actually lived and survived through a bear market? Right. That's my point. This is my 7th bear market. And shame on Wall Street, because the second policy started to change in January 2021, should have had the move. And next up is Kim, but she's not here.
Yeah, Kim had to leave, so. And Alyssa's not here today either. A project scholarship, was Dennis's idea to help young people really get an education without incurring a lot of debt. Project Scholarship's mission is to help people go from the classroom to career and keep more money in their pocket. And over the next years, Dennis's view or his dream was to operate the operation as much as possible by students for students. And Sean, our own Sean, is a product of Project Scholarship. So we're going to work hard to keep this viable. And next up is Relax Benefits. I'll speak for that. Relax Benefits is a program available for all members of Relax America, which was Dennis's parent company. So that includes us here. Relax Benefits focuses on 3 areas: employee retention, health and wellness, and tax advantage benefits. We partner with local experts who specialize in small groups like ours to make it easier to offer affordable benefits to your team, which means is us. And it's a great benefit, and it's up and running, and we're keeping that going. And next, we also have Relax Social Media, which we have a video to show, and this is another thing that's open to all of you.
Managing your own social media accounts can be a total pain. It's time-consuming, distracting, and if you're not really good at it, it could ruin your reputation. Relax Social Media takes the stress off your shoulders and lets you focus on what your business does best. We ease your workload by providing high-quality social media management services at an affordable price. Our all-in-one proprietary software streamlines and automates your process. We help you reach your audience with strategies that work to make sure your posts are receiving the engagement they deserve. And you can get all of this in our Platform Plus package, starting at just $99 a month without any contracts. So relax. Stop doing things manually. Start today.
And we do not have any visit. Well, Michelle's not a visitor, but Michelle, you take it away. You'll have a card soon that you'll work on.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. Michelle Marie Adams with Keller Williams Metropolitan on the Crawford Lorenzo home selling team. So real estate agent, so I know guaranteed rate very well. We are one of the top rated teams in Northern New Jersey, and I'm just happy to be a part of a team that has wonderful experts that I can trust, that can help me. 100 years of combined experience between everyone on the team. And I like to say, you know, whatever your real estate needs are, whether it's buying, selling, investing, renting, leasing, whatever you're looking for in this insane market, you need an agent that you can trust, someone that's going to put you first, and then also someone who's backed by a really amazing team. That's me.
Great. Thank you so much, Michelle. And you go by Michelle Marie or Michelle?
I go by, well, it's a funny story about Michelle Marie. But yes, when I went to kindergarten, there were like 7 Michelles because of that little song by the Beatles. And so I just took my middle name as my full name. So yeah,
Michelle Marie. I love it. That's a great story.
Thank you.
And Relax Tax, we're keeping this card up here. We're still trying to learn as much as we can about Dennis's company, Relax Tax, to keep this viable. Relax Tax is obsessed with helping people to retain more of what they earn so they can pursue their passions, whether it's tax planning, IRS tax relief, or basic tax prep. Relax, we have you covered. And this is Dennis's legacy. So we're still working hard behind the scenes to have somebody be able to live, keep his mission going. And I think that's it. Oh yes, here's where I thank you all. Hey George, you're working here. All right, let's let George. Hey, Sean, can you go back to George's card? We got to give George the stage.
I could hear you guys the whole time. So I did hear the presentation, Jeannie. That was great. That was great. So even though my video wasn't working, we are working. It's Rare Finds and Hidden Treasures. We are a consignment shop. If you want to empty out your attic, your basement, get rid of some of those things you've been holding on to, convert your clutter for cash, we like to say, then, get in touch and we'll take care of that for you. We're an offshoot of Caring Transitions, who handles estate sales, and we do appraisals and online auctions. So if you're looking to clear out your house, if you're a realtor and you've got clients who are procrastinating and want to get their house cleared out, give us a call and we'll take care of that for you. So thank you, guys.
Great. Thanks, George. Good to see you, my friend. And then we'll go back to me thanking everybody for joining us. Please invite more people here. We want to expand this group. We have speakers coming up. You don't want to miss next week, Scott Lask. You also don't want to miss the 23rd with Oscar Capel. And the 30th, what we're going to do on the 30th is Sean is going to do a basic 101 of our playbook and kind of walk us through the entire playbook to teach us how to do all the stuff we say you can do, reviewing people and all that kind of stuff. Nice 101 tutorial. So I'm looking forward to that because I need some help with that too. And that's our live stream. We thank you all for coming. Please visit Relax Teams Northern New Jersey. We meet every Tuesday morning at 8:30 a.m. and we want to grow this group. We have a wonderful group of people. We want to keep it going. Thank you very much for coming and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week.